What's up YouTube, I'm EVscape and welcome back to another video. We got another 10-hour video coming your way today. 10 days in a row of 10-hour videos to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. So what we're going to be doing today is 10 hours of Wyverns on the Cannonball alt 79 range. We're going to be starting off. We don't have Avers. I just want to make it very clear. This is a very scuffed Wyvern alt. That's because it's a Gargoyle alt. It's not a Wyvern alt. But we're going to be doing 10 hours of alting Wyverns to see what kind of XP and GP rates we can expect to get with a relatively scuffed setup. Yeah, I don't have Avers. I have a Berserker ring on because there's no other ring that's going to give me bonuses. And I don't have an Archer's ring. So very scuffed setup. No Avers. A lot of broad bolts. We're going to go ahead and jump into 10 hours. I'm going to be using the WYVERN CC so that people can come and buy my bones. I think I'm going to be doing that. We'll see how we go, but we've got a lot of elks. 10 hours. Let's go ahead and crack into it. Alrighty lads, coming up towards the end of the first hour. We managed to get 10 bones here and I sold 6 already. So what's that? 16 kills in the first hour. Let's go ahead and chuck in a quick little price check. I'm going to be selling all the bones to the WYVERN CC because that's going to be the easiest way to get rid of them. But first hour price check, 166k. Not really any notable drops as of yet. So we're going to keep going. But yeah, like I said, WYVERN CC, if you're ever AFKing Wyverns and you want to sell all the bones, just jump in the WYVERN CC, let them know you've got stuff for sale, and then someone will literally jump into the world within seconds and buy them off you. It's actually incredible. This is my first time in the CC, and I just typed in selling 3 bones in whatever world I'm in right now, and some dude literally logged in 3 seconds later and traded me for my bones. I was like, this is next level shit right here. Alright guys, end of hour number 2. We have a whole bunch of loot in the inventory. Let's go ahead and just chuck it in a price checker. Screw this, we managed to get a rune kite and a rune battle axe that hour as well. But 2 hours in and we've managed to get, oh my god, look at all this loot. There is so much. 341k. So like monetary wise, not the biggest amount of loot, but there's actually a lot of loot in my inventory. Watch this. Ready? Watch this. 9 bones. World 342. Watch how quickly someone comes to my world, stands behind me, and trades me 9,000 GP for these bones. Well, I am being made to look like an absolute fool right now, but you'll have to take my word for it. Normally, someone is in here within seconds. Good stuff. 2 hours in. I forgot to check how much ranged XP we were on, but I'm going to assume it was like 1.85 or so. It's not the best amount of range XP per hour, but 150k an hour so far. Definitely not as good as Gargoyles, but see how we go. Alright guys, coming up to the end of hour number 3, and the inventory is almost full. Like, I'm running out of space. No one wants to come and buy my bones at the moment, which is a bit annoying. And that's really not helping the whole space situation. However, did get a reasonable chunk of loot that hour. Let's go ahead and have a look at how much we got. 5 bones. Got a fucking dragon stone. Some addy bolts. Rune bolts. Got like another 200 iron ores. Look, battle staves as well. Fucking 160k. Not bad. Ridgy-dig. How you going, mate? Alright guys, coming up to the end of hour number 4 now. Managed to get a rune full helm and a rune kite shield that hour as well. And the inventory is looking so full. I only have 6 spots for bones now when they come along. So it's becoming increasingly difficult to sell bones. I think I'm going to have to alch everything as it comes along. And I may potentially bank at the end of the next hour. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, I am going to have to go bank. I just got re-aggroed and I don't have enough supplies. So let's go ahead and get out of here and chuck everything in the bank and come back with a fresh inventory. 301k coins in the old invent. But oh, bank pin. Alright guys, coming up on the halfway mark for the 10 hours of Wyverns. Unfortunately, did have to bank that hour, which is a bit annoying, so I don't have all the loot in my inventory, but obviously we're going to do a big price check at the end of it, and hopefully it comes out to a decent chunk of change. Alright, 4 hours remains on the clock. We've got 101k in the inventory. Didn't have to bank again, which is really nice, and we've got a fair amount of free inventory spaces. Just selling off all of those bones as we go along. We did hit 80 range this hour, which is nice. I'm sure that's going to improve our kills per hour by a slight margin. And maybe we'll be able to get 3 kills per hour instead of 2. So that'd be nice. Alright, coming up to the end of hour number 7 here at the Wyverns. I forgot my alks. I had to go bank again, and I got back, and now I have no alk runes. So I think I'm going to have to send a message out to the CC and ask someone to bring me alk runes, which is going to be exceptionally embarrassing. But you know what? Sometimes these things happen, and sometimes we just have to deal with it. Well, shiver me bloody timbers, mate. I forgot to make a bloody clip at the 2-hour mark. And we got ourselves a rune kite shield. Ain't that the most delicious thing you ever seen in your entire life? Ooh. I had to go back to the bank and get alks because forgot them. No one in the WYVERN CC wanted to sell me some alks. So that's 3 trips to the bank we had to make. 3 trips when we should have had to make none. What are you going to do about it? We're going to have to get over it. But we're going to continue on. 1 hour and 52 minutes left of the Wyverns, and then we get to go and make a delicious, delicious price check, which I'm very much looking forward to. In the meantime, it's time to alk this fucking rune kite shield for 44,000 GP. Delicious. Alright, we are almost finished at the Wyverns. I'm actually really excited to get out of here and go back to the Gargoyles. Yeah, this is really AFK, but it's hard to find a world. People crash you. Like, pretty sure it's less money for my account stats. It might be more money for other people's account stats, but I'm definitely just keen to get back to the Gargoyles. Alright guys, there are 4 minutes left on the clock. However, we have a full inventory, so I'm not going to stick around for this last kill. We're just going to get this one and get out of here. We'll go to a price check and figure out how much money we made per hour at the Skeletal Wyverns with 80 range. And here comes the kill. Let's run in and grab whatever we get. We're in full helm. Nice. We'll actually alk that so we can pick up the bone, take the rest of the broad bolts, and let's get out. Every time. Literally every single time. Alright, we made it to the bank. Let's go ahead and price check all of this juicy loot. I'll quickly transfer this over to quickly make this into platinum tokens so that we can differentiate. Fantastic. Alright guys, here is the loot from 10 hours of Wyverns. I don't know how many we killed because I honestly have no idea what XP we started on. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say we managed to get around 200,000 range XP, about 20k an hour. Not a very huge amount at all, but let's go ahead and whack in the price check for the total 10 hours. We got 751k in cash, which is really nice. And then the rest of it. So there is 2,632,000 GP we managed to make from the 10 hours. So 260k an hour, but then we also used 5,000 broad bolts. Now, will you use 5,000 if you were to use the others? Probably not, but they come out to 300k-ish, so about 2.3 mil in the 10 hours. Not as good as money as I can make at Gargs on this account, but it definitely is close. Couple things to say about AFKing Wyverns on a Wyvern alt. Number 1, Wyvern CC. Shout out to these guys. If you're ever AFKing Wyverns and you want to sell your bones, your peapods, your Raynars, your Dragonstones, anything you want to sell, jump in this clan chat. Let them know what world you're in and what you're selling, and they'll come down and give you essentially half of the price that it costs in the Grand Exchange. For instance, they'll buy a bone from you for 1,000 GP, which saves you having to go run back to the bank with an inventory of bones and then run all the way back to the Wyverns. They'll just come buy it off you. So massive shout out to these guys, and everyone in this clan chat is super nice and super, super respectful. But on the topic of respect, down at the Wyverns, there is just like, number 1, it's packed, and everyone down there is just a fucking vulture. It was just probably like the worst part of the community I saw down at the Wyverns. Everyone wants their spot and they'll do anything to get it. Some people come down in like airstrike with negative mage gear just so they can rag a Wyvern so that you hop worlds. Like, people were genuinely toxic down there. There were a couple of really nice people, but for the most part it was just the worst kind of people, and it was absolutely riddled with bots. So many melee bots that were standing around the safe spot area when you know, a nice person would go over to an area where you can't safe spot, so people that are ranging and safe spotting can use the safe spots. Nope, there was either terrible people or bots that were just ruining it for everyone else. It was a terrible, terrible experience, and I cannot wait to go back to the Gargoyles. Didn't make as much money at the Gargoyles as I did with the Wyverns, and it was a worse experience. So there you have, guys. I am back at the Gargoyles now. 10 hours at the Wyverns. As I just said, it wasn't the best. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Gargoyles, but saying that you should make a Gargoyle ult over a Wyvern ult was a little bit much. In fact, I probably cut that out, so you guys didn't even see that part. Basically, just do what you enjoy in this game. You know what? If you enjoy killing Wyverns, you kill Wyverns. If you enjoy killing Gargoyles, you kill Gargoyles. If you enjoy killing men in Lumbridge, you do that. That's what this game's all about. Enjoying yourself and doing what you want to do. So don't let anyone else tell you what you should do in this game. But that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button. We're on the way to 11,000 subscribers. We got another 6 days left on the 10-hour videos. I'm very excited. In fact, as I'm recording this, I'm just about to finish up the last of the 10-hour videos. They're almost all ready, which means I'm going to have plenty of time to work on improving all of the graphics and putting everything in playlists and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video tomorrow. Take it easy.